Crap. Wait, is it on? Okay, hey guys, welcome to my top 13 Mega Man Robot Masters, because I'm only special. At number 13, we have Topman, who seems to get no recognition for how cool he is. His design is orange top, his weapon is the top spin, which is a weird move that looks like Mega Man's having a seizure, even though his color does not change to orange. But Topman, his stage looks really flashy, like you're sort of in a sports arena. The fight with him is very interesting. Well, that's the only word I have to describe it, is interesting. But Topman is on this list only for his appearance. But the only reason he's on this list is for his appearance, sadly. I cannot find anything redeeming about him besides from his appearance. Number 12, we have Oilman from Mega Man Powered Up. Yes, you heard me right. You're not going crazy. I actually like Oilman. Oilman is very unique, considering he's just from Power Up, but this is not the Oilman from Mega Man 3 on the PC. Oilman was stolen by Dr. Wily and Powered Up, and he can use his oil slider to fly around the screen. It is very uncontrollable. Or he can shoot gunk shots at you during his battle. His stage is oil, and you can slip on it. But Oilman overall, he's kind of one of the weirder robot masters out there, but I mean, he's still a pretty cool one to me if he gets number 12 on this list. So, Oilman, congratulations to you. You actually get a spot on someone's good list. Oh, Canada. At number 11, we have Blizzardman, who is a Canadian snowbot instructor in Mega Man 6. His stage has ice physics. I know people hate them, but personally I don't, because I think it's kind of neat. But overall, his special weapon is the Blizzard Attack, which is a snowflake that falls in many directions. The Blizzardman gets on this list at number 11 for his design, how he's listed in the database, and kind of a skiing robot master is kind of a cool idea. Now we'll move on to number 10. Two heads can think better than one. At number 10 is Searchman from Mega Man 8. And I really need to fix this image when I'm editing. Searchman was meant to be a military robot. And his weapon is the Search Bomb? I think that's the weapon. Yes, the Search Bomb. Searchman's fight is very tactical, and he appears after you defeat the first 4 Robot Masters in Mega Man 8, after you fight Duo, which is the mid-boss of the game. I'm not spoiling anything further of the game, but Searchman gets on only number 10 for his appearance, and there are many other Robot Masters there that kind of impress me more. 9, we go from someone who I believe belongs in a forest to someone who wants to burn to the ground. Burner Man. Burner Man looks like a candle on roids, but aside from that fact, his stage is designed around a forest and a lot of different things going around, but Burner Man is really cool. His weapon is the Wave Burner, which can burn down fuses, such as in a couple other stages. And what's his weakness? I think his weakness is the Tornado Blow. Burner Man's on this list because of his personality, and he's a bit of a spaz, but that's kind of funny. So Burner Man's on this list for those reasons. At number 8, we have Tornado Man. Tornado Man is a robot master created by Dr. Wily, who has fans on his hands and looks like a stepbrother of Gyro Man. Tornado Man's stage is sky-based, has segments of rain, and some weird ice. No, he doesn't have ice physics, but he has physics that are similar to ice physics that are really challenging, with wind blowing you back. Excuse me. I'll keep that in just because I want to. But Tornado Man's fight is somewhat challenging if you have the but if you have the plug ball, it's a joke. It only takes 4 or 5 shots to kill him with that. Or should I say defeat, because it's video games, but his weapon of choice is the Tornado Blow, which summons 5 green tornadoes, which can take out every opponent on the screen in close quarters. It's really useful. Not to mention, his stage is pretty cool, and the fans on his hands also help his design, but that is why Tornado is number 8 on this list. Number 7, it's time to walk like an Egyptian because it's time for Pharaoh Man. Pharaoh Man is a robot master from Mega Man 4 whose stage is sand-based. His weapon of choice is the Pharaoh Shot, which can be charged up or shot or used as a shield from high projectiles. Pharaoh Man is on this list because of his design. His fight is actually pretty decent, and he's very underrated, but he captures my attention because of his uniqueness. And that's why Pharaoh Man is on this list. Time to move on to someone who belongs in the army. Left, right, left. At number 6, we have Commando Man, the weapon-based user on this, the army-based user on this list. Aside from looking like Commando Man was lazy and just had underwear on, he's very cool. His stage is also sand-based, but done much better. Commando Man stages filled with metars, some crab things with mines, and some cannon things that just go wherever the heck they choose. But Commando Man actually has my favorite fight of this whole list. His fight is very tough or very easy compared to what difficulty you play him on. By play him, I mean play the fight. His weapon of choice is the Commando Bomb, and he is weak to the Triple Blade. The Commando Bomb can be shot on the ground or in the air, and you can control it up to 2 times with whatever direction you choose, and has a large blast radius. But Commando Man gets on this list because, I don't know, for some reason he just looks much cooler to me than Napalm Man, who would have been on this list. But right now we move on to another boss from the original Mega Man. Number 5, we have, you all know him. There are way too many incarnations of him. It is Gutsman. Gutsman first appeared in the original Mega Man. His stage has bladers, fleas, picket men, a sniper Joe or 2, and Big Eye at the end. Gutsman is famous for being a mining robot, and powered up, was stolen by Dr. Wily as well. Has a military sort of personality. His weapon of choice is the Super Arm, where you can pick him up and throw bricks. Mega Man turns to a brownish color when it comes to his weaponry color changing. Gutsman is on this list because of the lasting impact he's had on the Mega Man community, and also because he's one of the more classic bosses out there. Overall, Gutsman is very fitting and deserves the number 4 spot for these reasons. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. At number 4, we have Chargeman from Mega Man 5. Chargeman is about a steam-based automobile used in World War II. That's not official, but I just made that up to sound awesome. Chargeman is on this list because of his appearance, because I really like trains. His stage only has 1 pit of spikes with enemies, including Metal K-1000s, which are Mets on trains, Henbots, which can spit out mice, and these purple winged butterfly things. His weapon of choice is the Charge Kick, where you have to slide into enemies to create contact, but it's one of the weird weapons like the Top Spin, where you'll most likely hurt yourself along with using it. But Chargeman gets on this list because his fight is pretty challenging. I actually just resaw that episode where Rom fights Chargeman, and I'll put this in the same way he ended it because it's a train wreck to record. Rest in pieces. That's one train wreck I'll live to see through. Number 3, we have Edward Scissorhead, Cutman. Cutman was the first robot master usually anybody faces in Mega Man, the original. He also appears in Mega Man 8 as a secret boss in the Sega Saturn version. Cutman's signature weapon is the Rolling Cutter, which is a weakness to Elect Man, who is not on this list. But an Elect Master is on this list in the honorable mentions. Cutman's stage is filled with Susies or Octa batteries, bladers, fleas, or these rolling cutter things that come out of dispensers. Cutman's fight is very easy, but he's on this list for his appearance and how well he's received on the Mega Man community. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and pain. At number 2 is Slash Man from Mega Man 7. Aside from looking like something I want to own as a pet, Slash Man is on this list because his stage is awesome. You fight a Mecha T-Rex, and the fight with him is actually pretty hard. Tar rains down from him during the fight, which you can call anything. Personally, I call it Bob, because Ron Mithler mentioned it. If you haven't watched the rest of this list, there will be plenty of allusions to him during this list. But overall, Slash Man, his design is awesome, his fight is challenging, even with his weapon, the Freeze Cracker! And overall, Slash Man is pretty cool, so that's why he's number 2 on this list. But there is one more who can surpass Slash Man. Number 1, we have the bane of my Mega Man existence. I can't defeat Airman. I know I can't, but can you guys? Personally, I can't. But overall, Airman is an awesome-looking robot master, filled with pippies, fan fiends, air tikis, and gremlins on his stage, as well as lightning lords. His fight is very decent. As long as you have the leaf shield, he is fine. With the Buster, he's really challenging. But Airman gets on this list because his appearance. His stage is all sky-based, which is why I like that. And the fight is pretty hard, too. I think I'm the only one in my group of friends that can't defeat him. But overall, he's a good challenge. So, Airman, congratulations for being number 1 on this list. And please get easier over time. Before I sign off for this, I want to start with my honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is Cheapman. Cheapman comes from Mega Man 10. His weapon is the Thunderwall. He has my favorite stage of all of the Robot Masters on this list. He didn't make it personally because Gemini Man's weapon is better. But Cheapman is pretty cool. His fight is actually pretty well played. The enemies, including mouse cursors, some things that can drop into cannons, or just some other random enemies. But Cheapman overall, he's pretty cool, but he's only out because of his weapon. But that's why he's one of my honorable mentions. And Woodman is my last honorable mention. The only reason he's not on this list is because, well, I don't actually know why he's not on. The only reason he's not on this list is because I don't really like Barrier either all masters except for him. So that's my honorable mentions. I will see you guys later when I do another top 10 or next video. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. At number 4, we have Chargeman from Mega Man 5. Chargeman is based on a steam locomotive. His enemies in a stage includes Mets on trains, robot chickens that spit out hamsters, or rats, excuse me, and these what I forget what they're called, but they look like butterflies with purple wings. Chargeman's signature weapon is the charge kick, which you have to slide and able to use. You could probably do more harm to yourself. It's one of those awkward weapons like the tarp spin. Frick. Number 3, we have Frick.